Hey, let's talk about something pretty wild that happened to me yesterday. So, a couple of buddies and I were out shooting, and we got done. We had a pretty decent practice session, did some fun stuff, and tore everything down. We're sitting around the trucks talking, trying to figure out where we are going to go to lunch and grab a beer before we all went home. And there was a match going on at another area of the range. The range is kind of shaped like an L, and the match was going on here, and we were basically over here. When we were in the bay, nothing crazy. We were actually standing outside of the bay, more towards the back end of the flat parking area, basically. And whatever situation took place, and my buddy and I were probably standing a couple feet apart, as one does when you're chatting. And we heard a very loud, distinctive noise, and I could tell that it was very, very close. And I saw out of the corner of my eye an impact on the ground, made a little splash of dust. We said, holy shit, what was that? We obviously knew what it was. My buddy was walking over there real quick and finds that laying on the ground, still quite warm. We had to assume that that was what made that noise. It definitely wouldn't have killed either of us, but it definitely would have not felt fantastic. We would have been taking a pretty quick ride to the emergency room with some probably pretty decent injuries, especially since it was traveling around this area from the sound of it. So keep a couple things in mind. Whenever you're on the range, wear iPro. I would rather go deaf than get hit in the eye with something. Always carry some sort of trauma kit. So that includes like a tourniquet, an Israeli bandage, pressure dressings, things like that. But what a lot of people overlook is like a boo-boo. So maybe I didn't just take a bullet to my leg, which needs the tourniquet and a really steady lead foot to the emergency room. Maybe I set a target down on my hand and cut it. Or I slipped while I was doing a reload and I grabbed my fingernail and tore part of it off. I just keep a small Ziploc bag with a couple of Band-Aids, some gauze, some electrical or some like emergency medical tape, a couple other things, and maybe some aspirin if I have a sore knee or something. So keep that stuff in mind. These things we do are safe as possible because we mitigate most of the risks, but weird accidents do happen. Be safe out there, guys.